Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I am trying some new things. As always, they're just new to me, not new on the market. So I have foundation, a couple of lipsticks and a contour product today. I only have my skincare on my face at the moment, so I have absolutely nothing on because I want to test out this foundation. So this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. Comes in this really cool box. And let me tell you about this. So it has true color technology, helps your color match stay truer longer. Soothing seaweed extract, I can't get my words right today, helps to calm and condition the skin. Line filling ingredients helps reduce the appearance of lines and wrinkles, or fine lines and wrinkles. 94% said their colour stayed true for 8 hours. 98% said their discoloration was covered naturally and the skin tone appeared more even. 91% said their skin imperfections appeared blurred and skin texture was more even. So it's meant to be hydrating, long wearing foundation. It is available in 50 shades. I'm reading off this card because I actually got sent this as a sample. I got 2 of these sheets. I have no idea why. But one had slightly different shades on it. So anyway, yeah, I've tested what I thought would be my shade, and I'm looking at these going, oh, maybe I don't know. You know how your skin changes in between the winter and summer months, and so this is the bottle. It's quite a heavy glass bottle and it looks really light. We shall see. Anytime I see the words luminous, I'm kind of hesitant because I have combination skin. Yeah. So it says foundation on the other side of the bottle. Now this is expensive, this foundation. So you can buy it from Sephora for $90, only the one size. Now, I would never spend that much on a foundation, ever. So I actually struck it lucky with this. Sephora was having a big like 3-day sale and some items were half price. And this was one of them. You know how you save things to your wish list that are expensive and you're like, oh, maybe one day I'll strike it lucky and I'll have a big sale? Well, that's what happened, and I got this and a few other things. So I'm hoping the shade is going to be okay. I'm looking at it in the jar now going, gosh, this is very pale looking. Reviews are good on this. A lot of people with mature skin like it because they say it makes your skin look healthy and glowy. It has a pump, which is always nice. Let's put some back on the back of my hand. It looks white. Oh my gosh. It's okay. We can work with it if it's a bit light. It might not be too bad. We'll go with it. Like I say, I can always bronze it up to make it work. Just a slight change of plans there. I realised I hadn't prepped my eyes or put my corrector on, so I just did that quickly. Now we're going to get to this foundation. So just going to pump some onto my hand, back of my hand, sorry. Yeah, this looks extremely light. Okay. Then I'm just going to take my damp sponge and pick it up, and I'm going to start on my forehead. I'm just going to do half of my face to try and get an idea of how this is going. So as I was saying, anything that says luminous, I'm usually like, no, it's just going to make me oily and shiny. So I don't tend to gravitate towards that. I just put the tiniest bit on my hand. Reviews are good on it, but one thing that did come up was there's not a lot of coverage, and I'm seeing that now as I'm doing it. I'm just doing the tiniest pumps on the back of my hand, and just spreading it out. So you do not need a lot. might be able to build it up, I'm guessing, for more coverage. We might try that too, see how that goes. Now going to my cheek. It's going on quite nicely. I don't know if you can see any luminosity. It might show more on your end than it will on mine just at the minute. Okay, let's have a wee look at this. So, yep, I would say it is luminous, like you can see a bit of a shine or glow there. It's not like severe though, more like that healthy skin kind of look. Coverage, I would actually say I built it up a wee bit more on my cheek, just with what was left on my hand. I would say the coverage is actually not that bad. No different than like some of my Revlon Colour Stay that I love so much, which is medium coverage too, and I would say it's about the same. Yeah. It's sitting really nicely on my skincare. Okay, let's put it on the rest of the face. There we have it. For a second there I thought maybe it's showing a little bit too much yellow. It could just be my lighting. Like I say, we'll have to try it, but I do love the look of it. It doesn't look too luminous. Yes, there is some luminosity there, but it's not to the extreme. So far, I'm really liking that. Okay, I'm going to go and put some more products on, concealer, powder, because the next thing I'm going to try is a contouring product that I'm excited about. So I'll be back in a bit. And we're back. And the more I'm looking at this foundation, the more I'm thinking it is a little too pale. I don't know how I did that. I honestly don't know how I did that. Because as I said, I got sent a bunch of 2 cards, not exactly the same either, similar. So I thought, oh, there's no chance I can get it wrong. I have a feeling maybe I'm just an in-between shade of some sorts, which sometimes we don't have time to, you know, go through and sort out, but I may have to. Anyway, I will bronze it up and try and get some life back in my face so I don't look like a ghost. Please excuse my mascara marks. My gosh, I stabbed myself in the eye a couple of times, and I will get rid of that when I can. So the next product I wanted to try was a contouring product. So this is the Essence Contouring Duo Palette. This one here. I was actually influenced by somebody else, and I should have taken note of who it was, who used it, and she was a bit more fairer skin than I am, but it looked really nice on her. And then everybody started raving about it, so I was like, okay, right, it must be good. So this is available from Farmers and Warehouse, and there is 1 cent difference. Yes, you heard it right, 1 cent difference. Farmers, it is $7.90. Warehouse, it is $7.89. Go figure. Okay, there are 2 shades, unfortunately. There's only light or medium. I got the light. Let's open it up and show you. Actually, it looks quite nice for a contouring shade. Contouring shades kind of like a shadow shade or contour, you know, as they say, but you don't want it too dark and you don't want it too pale, so it's very hard to get it in between. They do say that you can apply it individually with a makeup brush or mixed for a more expressive look. I'm guessing mixed is to give it that kind of variation where a fair skinned person could use it, you know, so they would mix the 2. Okay, let's use a contour brush. So this is my contour brush from, who's this from? Sephora? And they recommend it's a blush and bronzer, but hey. Just remember, not all brushes, you know, if they say specifically for powder. Doesn't mean you can't use it for blush. It's like, yeah. There's no law that says you have to use a certain brush for a certain thing. That's what I'm getting at. So I think I'm just going to stick with the darker shade. Now, when I contour, I'm going to go about from my ear into here, so just under my cheekbone, along here, and I don't really tend to do under my chin. We'll see. We'll see how the shade looks. Okay. I actually weirdly start at my forehead. I know a lot of people start with the cheeks, but I actually start with my forehead. So let's just see. That's actually a nice shade. It's not too grey scale. Some of them come out a bit too grey looking and you're kind of going, oh gosh. Okay, let's do the other side. Now you may be thinking, if you contour like this, what's the point of bronzer? Well, bronzer is meant to warm the skin up, give it more of a, bronze look. I guess you could say contour is more your shading, or contouring is the same. And I am by no means an expert at it. It's just been a bit of trial and error for me. And believe me, there was a lot of errors. And this is not all, it's also not a step you have to do. There's no law that says you have to contour, don't get, too hung up on it. I just occasionally like to try some new things. The colour is really nice. Let me look in a different mirror. Yeah. That is looking good. Okay, let's try it on the cheek. I don't think I would need to use the light shade to lighten it up anywhere. I think it's actually the perfect shade for me. I'm just going to start a bit lighter handed on this area. And we'll go about here. So as I say, kind of under your cheekbone towards your ear. It's probably not showing up the best. Maybe I didn't put enough on. Let's try a bit more. What I like about that, being that, you'd need more to make it really show, is it tells me it's beginner friendly. If you're someone who's, not the best at it like me, you can use it quite safely and know that, you're still going to look okay. You're not going to go overboard and make it look terrible. So I like that, beginner friendly. That's really cool. Let's do the same with the other side. I tell you what, it goes on smooth. This brush is really good too, I must admit, but it's, yeah. I cannot wait to put some warmth back in my face. The more I look at it, the more I'm like, geez. I look like a ghost. Alright, let's check if we're even. Not quite. A little up this way. I think that's looking good. Wow, I really like that. The other thing is, if you're a beginner contour, powder works best. If you go for, there's a stick contour that I'm really loving from Mika, and it's beginner friendly too. But in saying that, it's very easy to go heavy handed and then, have your look going, oh, dang it, I went overboard kind of thing. But this looks perfect, to be honest. I can see why people love it. It's natural, it's the perfect shade for my skin tone. Yeah, goes on really nicely. Wow, I'm happy with that. I don't know what I'd use the lighter shade for. I guess you could use it for a highlight, unlike your under your brow, that kind of thing. I don't know if I would use it, to be honest. I don't think I need to lighten it. I think it's my perfect shade. I've gone a little heavy-handed in that spot there, but I can fix that. It's always nice to go over the edges with your beauty blender or makeup sponge, just to kind of blend it in so it gives you that seamless. See? Look at how that fixed that up. Wow. I'm really liking that. Fingers crossed. I have a bad habit of saying, yeah, I really like that, and then it goes terribly wrong. So we shall see. But yeah, and I mean, for $7, beginner friendly, you can't go wrong. I would say if you're fair skinned, you would need to mix the two, definitely. Mix the two, but if you're light skinned like me, this is perfect. Wow, I'm really excited about that one. $7. That's really cool. Now that I've got my contouring done, I'm definitely going to warm up this foundation with some bronzer. So I'm still using my Tarte Park Avenue Princess Bronzer. I love this. I love this. It is on the dearer side. Whoops, where are we going? That way? Try again. This way. It is on the dearer side, but so worth it. And I mean, they last ages too. Although I probably need to start replacing this one. So I'm just taking my, what's this, Real Techniques. Again, I see this is a powder brush. I might use it as a bronzer brush. So let's warm up the skin because we're looking a bit washed out, a bit pale. So contour does exactly that. Contour, light and shade, comes into makeup a lot. But this is to warm that skin up because we are looking pale. You can see it's made a difference already. And yes, it is going over top of your contour. I know it's kind of weird how they, you contour in the same place that you bronze, but bronze, you're taking, it more to the, not the extreme, but that's looking better. It's putting that bronze glow, like I say, whereas contour is emphasizing, not emphasizing, but contouring. I can't think of the word I mean. Anyway, there is a difference, yeah. Bronze is to warm up the skin, and we are looking so much better. It's like crazy. I didn't do any under my chin. Sometimes I'll run bronzer, believe it or not, down this part of your neck, and then sometimes I'll do a little bit here, up and down, just with what's left on the brush. Right, however, the last thing I wanted to try is a couple of lipsticks from my makeup haul that I did from Farmers. So I'm just doing the two. One is the, I can never get the title right of this one. My eyes. Let's find it on my page. Here we go. It's Revlon Super Lustrous Glass Shine Lipstick, and it is $29.40. There are 11 shades. Is that this one? No. Yes, this one. And I have mine in a shade Rum Raisin. Then I have the other lipstick, which is the Revlon Super Luscious Matte. Oh my gosh, that's a mouthful. And $32 and 16 shades of that one. I do like Revlon lipsticks. They've always been fine on me. I've never had any issues. Colours can sometimes be a bit hit and miss. See, as I've got this one, the matte one was Untold Stories, and as I'm looking at the bottom, I'm going, that looks kind of peachy pink. So their colours can be a bit, and it's hard to judge online. There's the other thing. One seems to be more popular than the other, and that's the Glass Shine. Okay, I'm going to go with the lighter shade first. So the matte seem to be, as I was looking at the reviews, the matte seems to be not the greatest. So we shall see. And the however, the glass shine, people love it. They just don't like the colour range, which the glass shine was 11 shades, but there may have been more originally. A little pet peeve of mine about Revlon lipsticks is they put, I guess it's a good idea, it stops the lid from coming off, they put the sticker right across the tube, and you can't actually, like, you think they put a perforated edge or something so you could just twist it and you'd be done. No, you actually have to peel the sticker off, which I guess again is a good thing, but it's that residue they leave. Oh god, okay. I'm looking at this thinking, what was I thinking? So this was the Untold Stories in the matte. Let me put it on my hand. Oh yeah. Oh, glides on really nice. But this is, yeah, like I say, this is the one, the mattes don't have the greatest reviews. That's kind of a pinky, more of a pinky shade than the peach, so it might work. I'm not going to put a lip liner. I know these work, all their lipsticks that I've tried, work well with their own lip liners, which I don't think I have a shade right now that would go with this, so let's just try it. Oh gosh. It's not as bad as I thought. It's almost close to being that peachy pink shade that I hate. It's not actually too bad. I think I'd see how it goes as a matte, and then if I'm not very comfortable with it, maybe put a gloss over top, try it with a lip liner, that kind of thing. It's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be when I first tried it on my hand. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. Yeah. Actually, the more I look at it, the more I think, okay, yeah, it's not actually that peachy. Okay, let's try the other one. So this is the cheaper of the two. Oops, take the sticker off. This one was what, $29.40, so it's about $3 cheaper. But yeah, the shades are getting less and less. I don't know if they started out with only 11. Of course, everybody's going to the new jelly tint and lip oils, which I've been testing a few of. Oh gosh, this sticker's hard to get off. There we go. I do like the casing in this. And so this was, what was shade was this? Was Rum Raisin. I liked the look of this. Let's put some on. Yeah, this is kind of more me. Definitely. So that's this one up the top. Well, there. And it already feels nice. Okay, let's. I need a closer mirror. The eyesight's not what it used to be. Oh yeah. Isn't that crazy? Right away. That feels really, really nice. You wouldn't even need a lip liner under. Well, I mean, you could, I suppose, to try and get a bit of longevity out of it. I imagine because it feels so nice and soft on the lips, it would come off quite quickly. My lines are not the best today. I think I love them both, to be honest. This one probably doesn't go so much with this look, whereas the other one does, but I know I love these kind of shades, so this is going to be, I can see I'm going to wear that one a lot. I can see why the glass shine gets rave reviews. I might even, how many shades were there with this one? 11 shades, yeah, I might even go and try some more. Yep, I like that. Okay, but I think I'm going to go back to the other colour. I think the other colour suits my look a bit more. Just before that, I just realised I haven't put any blush on either after all the other stuff I've put on. So I'm just going to put on my NARS Orgasm because I don't really want... In saying that, no, I've changed my mind because my eyes are quite sparkly and the NARS blush is quite sparkly. I think it's going to be too much, so I'm going to change my mind and go with the Morphe one. I'm not sure if I've talked about this one. Where are we? What's it in the shade? Nude Pursued. This is kind of more muted, which I think we need. I don't want something too in the face. Isn't blush amazing? It's like as soon as you put it on, it's like, wow, it can really lift the face. Really, you know, change the look. Same as mascara does, I suppose, on the eyes. Yeah, there's definitely more with this look. Okay, let's rub off these mascara marks, fix my hair. So yeah, I will be back in a tick. There we are, there is the finished look. I'm pretty happy, just a little bit concerned about the foundation, but I think I'll get it sorted. So my favourite things, wow, honestly I think yeah, I would say it's a draw. I'm loving this contouring palette, and I love both of these lipsticks too. I mean, of course I'll have to see how they go for the season, but I can already tell I'm going to be wearing both of these a lot. But I'll test them with lip liners and things and all that kind of stuff, see how long they last. I mean, I don't expect great longevity with the glass shine, that's to be expected, but maybe the matte, see how it dries down, see if it starts to feel uncomfortable, that kind of thing. I'll put some notes down in the description box on how the foundation went. It doesn't really look luminous to me. I guess there's a slight luminosity, but it's nothing too major. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm most excited about those, yeah, 3 things. I actually cannot wait to keep using them. Exciting. Okay, I am feeling really excited about my makeup today and the things I'm going to be testing out. Yes. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about the foundation. We'll see how it wears, that kind of thing. Anyway, we'll see how it goes and I will keep you in the loop. And yes, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and I look forward to seeing you in my next one. Bye!